How long have you been together?
4.5 years.
No, 5 now.
Well, yeah, I guess 5 now.
5 years.
Yeah.
How much did you spend on her wedding ring?
I mean, show it. I mean, go ahead. It's a decent amount. So if you look up like a 3 carat diamond, it's a decent amount I spent on her. But she deserves even more.
Numbers wise, what we talking?
I mean, how much was it? 35K? 35K, yeah.
35,000 bucks.
Yeah.
So he spent that much on a wedding ring for you as a gesture. What does he get in return?
I think I should answer that. So I get a partner that's loyal. I get the mother of my children. I get the most beautiful woman that I've ever, been around. And the most important thing is how she treats me and how she treats my family and how she treats her family. So for me, I have a partner for life, and it's worth every investment there is.
Okay. But a lot of people would say you could have the same thing without dropping 35K in a ring.
You could. And money's not an issue. Like, if you can get a cheap ring and it's the person that's for you, whatever. But it also depends on how much you make. So,
How'd you propose to her?
oh my God, it was insane. So I planned an entire trip with her family, my family in Florence. Her favorite city ever was Florence. So she told me about
South Carolina?
No, Florence, Italy.
Oh, okay.
So she told me that was her favorite city. She studied abroad there. Yeah, and I was like, okay, I need to propose to her in Florence. So I did a lot of research. I helped her family plan the trip to Florence. I helped my family plan the trip to Florence.
This is all behind her back.
All behind her
I
back.
had no idea.
So for 2 days, I was running through Florence, and every time I would see my family, I would text them, get the hell out of here, whatever. I took her to the highest point, so where you see everything, Monte Vecchio, right?
Yeah.
You see everything, and I proposed to her right there. I was so nervous that I didn't even say anything but will you marry me, because I was insanely nervous.
No, did you expect that it was going to be 4 years in, or like what was your expectation?
I feel like it was a long time coming, but I didn't really expect it. It was definitely a surprise. Yeah.
So ideally, how soon would you have wanted him to? When did you know?
I always knew he was the one. I always saw a future together, and like I said, we always get along really well, and we have the same mindset where we know where we want to be and what we want to do with our lives. So I always kind of knew. I feel like when you find the right person, you're just gonna know.
Wow. Welcome back. It is a new day. We thank the good Lord it's a new day. Thank God it is a new day. So good to see you again. It's me again, WJ. We got something interesting to talk about. Are you loving this couple yet? I am. Such a beautiful story. And guys, just before we go on, I'm talking to the men now. Pay attention to your woman, especially if it's the one you say you love. The planning, the proposal, everything orchestrated, planned, coordinated, it was because he was listening to the place she likes, to the type of ring he wanted to get her. I mean, this guy, we give him a 10, at least for planning this. But it all came from really paying attention. So when you're dating, don't let it be all about just going out, dressing up, and having fun. Those are good. I'm not saying you shouldn't, but pay attention, because what you're really doing is collecting data. The better you listen, the better you surprise your lady. And she will really be surprised. She wasn't expecting it. Not that she wasn't expecting to be proposed to, but she wasn't expecting all that went on into it. But she knows deep down, this man pays attention to me. Well, what a beautiful story. Do you have the right or the wrong expectation? I know what I am getting. We can get married. That's the focus of the topic today. What are you expecting? Is it a right expectation? Is it a wrong expectation? So it's quite interesting today. Well, we're going to watch a series of videos, and please put your comments in the comment section below. We're going to go to this next one. I'm scratching my head already. Take a look.
These women are getting married, right? And before they get married, they have to have one last night out doing God knows what. then A, she's the wrong girl to be marrying. She doesn't want to be married. If you need one last hurrah with your hoo-ha, you don't want to really be married, right? That is your sign. Guys, I would literally call it off. I'm not kidding. I would not marry a woman. I would not marry a woman who wanted to do a salacious strip club bachelorette party, right? Or girls' night out bachelorette party, because they're all drunk. They're all sloppy. They cheat. It's horrible.
Wow. That's a whole lot in that little time of this video. She said a whole lot. And I see that happening. And I totally agree with this lady. I know what I'm getting. In this instance, we cannot get married. That's going to be my response to that. Why would you want to have one of those one last night stand? And this is why, for me personally, I am not a fan of people trying to get closure with exes, or you want to go crazy for one last time before you get married. You don't become a wife after you say you do. You don't become a husband after you say you do. It has to be your lifestyle, your mindset. So if your mindset is coming in with that expectation that, oh, I'm just going to do this last things I've been doing and then just come right into marriage and everything fixes itself. Wrong. That's the wrong expectation. And I totally agree with this lady. If you're a guy and you really want to settle, think twice. Think before you make that move, before you pull that trigger. If this is what you're getting, can you still marry them as a man and as a woman? Because it could go both ways. It's unbelievable the kind of world we live in today and the expectation people have of each other. I want to be able to do what I want to do, and I don't want you to have to say anything. And we want it to be fine. It cannot be fine. It's all about boundaries. It's all about looking out for each other. It's all about self-respect and respecting your spouse or the person you're committed with or person you are in a committed relationship with. Expectation itself can be overrated because we are not looking for perfection, but we are looking for someone who we can do life together with. We're going in the same direction at a minimum. We are aligned. Well, let's take a look at this next video. Thinking of the right or wrong expectation from a different angle as well. When someone is a spouse, married, in a committed relationship. Let's take a look at this. Please put your comments in the comment section below.
Should your husband have any say in how you dress when you come out the house?
He shouldn't, because you should yourself have that respect for yourself. But a lot of girls here, specifically in Miami, dress half naked all the time. If I could be honest, I would never dress like that. I have a family. I have someone that cares for me, and I just don't like to be that way.
So when a woman comes out the house and she's dressing provocatively, is she trying to send a certain message to people?
In my thinking, I think you're sending a message of like, okay, like I'm letting everybody know that I'm available. But that's my way of thinking, though. I can't speak for everybody.
And what led you to think that way as a woman?
Because, again, I have a daughter. I have people that I care for. So when I think of my daughter dressing like that when she's 16, 17, you and I both know we've been through it all. We know what guys think. We know what girls think. We know what the message sends. Even if you're not trying to, even if they do it because they think it's cool, that's the message that it sends out. So that's why you got to teach people, kids from an early age, this is what you're telling people, this is what you're not, So yes, when you do dress a certain way, you're going to send that message. Even if you're not trying to, you are going to send it because you're showing parts of your body that don't need to be shown,
The first response she gave when she was asked the question, should your husband have any say? Initially, if that's all you heard, you'd probably be like, as a husband, well, I think I should. But I like her response. She says he shouldn't have to. And here's the reason why. Because I should already know who I'm with and how to respect myself and respect him, because I'm a reflection of my husband as well. This lady is mature. And I think she needs to talk to more females, especially the ones that have problems in the way they dress. And I'm so glad this is coming from a woman to women. If a man says it, we get hammered for it. But another woman is saying it. Let's see what happens. Maybe they'll listen now. It's such a big thing. Dress the way you want to be addressed. Some people are not getting into relationships, healthy relationships, because of the way they present themselves. Because the way you present yourself is how people are going to take you. Dress the way you want to be addressed. If you're wearing things to show your skin and all over the place, I mean, look at the way the woman is dressed. Just look at the way she's dressed. Very classy, nothing showing. She doesn't need to show anything. If you have it, you have it. Why do you need to announce it? Is my question. The ones showing and announcing is because they just not confident in what they have. They feel like they have to compete with other people. But you don't. You don't need to put yourself out there that way. Just have some self-respect. Believe you me. The types of men that would approach women like this lady will be respectable men. Men that know, wait a second, I just can't roll up to this lady and talk crap. It's going to be men with integrity, men that have a vision, men that have a plan, goals in life. And should a crazy guy go to her, he'll find out in no time there's a roadblock here. This is not it. Because she'll make him understand. Present yourself so well. I know what I'm getting. You see a woman like this, of course you'd be like, you know what? I know what I'm getting. And then you have to have conversations because you don't just want to be carried away by optics. You tell yourself, I know what I'm getting. This is classy. This is not trashy. A lot of what people are calling sexy today, sexy is overrated. In my opinion, in my books, it's what I call trashy. It's not. Elegance, class is sexy. Putting your body out there for everybody to see is not, it's not it. At the end of the day, now you become for public view. Now, whomever finds you or you get connected with, nothing special. Let's have some dignity. Well, let's listen to this last and watch this last video. And I think it's going to help a whole lot of people. You looking for who to be settled with? What are your expectations? What should you be looking forward to? What should you be anticipating to know that you have a good one and a healthy one? Because it's so important. Finding someone, meeting someone is the first stage. Connecting with them, next stage. Now, sustaining that for longevity is the final stage. And that's where a lot of people struggle the most. So take a look at this next video. And please put your comments in the comment section below. Take a look.
The biggest sign of a healthy relationship, it's not how much you love each other. It's not how often you have sex. And it's not whether you fight. It's how you make up. That's the difference. In healthy relationships, conflict doesn't feel like the end of the world. It feels like Tuesday. You get off track and you both know how to come back. The biggest sign of relational health, you can rupture and recover without one person turning into a courtroom lawyer and the other person climbing out of the bathroom window. It means you can say, that hurt me, without your partner saying, well, maybe you're just too sensitive. It means you can be mad without making it unsafe. And you can disagree without it becoming a character assassination. Healthy couples don't avoid disconnection, they expect it, and they know how to move through it so that when inevitable ruptures happen, you're not constantly worried about whether or not you're going to be able to feel heard or understood or get what you need. You actually know you will. It might just take some time. So if you're asking, is this relationship healthy? Don't just look at the good days. Look at what happens after a fight, after a misstep, after someone totally blows it. Do you come back and repair with accountability, with willingness, with some version of, okay, that was a hot mess. Let's try again. That's the sign. Not perfection, not performance, just two people who are committed to finding their way back to each other over and over and over again.
Wow. I really like what she said when she said healthy relationships, healthy couples, they expect the conflict. And that's factual. That's maturity. If you're going in with the expectation that you're never going to fight, I've heard people say that. That's a lie. You're going to have disagreements. It doesn't have to be loud. It doesn't have to be, crazy or, just out of this world. But you are going to have disagreements. Heck, you disagree with yourself. Sometimes you do something, you tell yourself, oh, man, why did I just do that? And now you talk about somebody else and someone you're living with and you're growing with. It's the right expectation to expect that you are going to disagree at some point. But again, what I hear from this lady, so well put, so well elaborated and explained, is having a good conflict resolution strategy in place. This is how we resolve conflict. I've even heard some people say, hey, let's make sure the volume is not more than 5. So in other words, you're not screaming, you can sit down, you can talk, however you want to do it. But it's a good expectation to know that you are going to disagree. My dad used to say back in the days, God rest his soul. Say the fact that you are a man and she's a woman, that's the beginning of disagreements. Now I understand. I didn't understand back then, but now I do. Healthy relationship. I know what I am getting. We can get married. In some cases, I know what I'm getting. We cannot get married, should be the response. Right or wrong expectations. However you want to look at it. Just make sure you are at peace with every decision you make. And you are aligned with your spouse. Never expect through someone else's lenses. So in other words, never make an expectation of your spouse or your significant other from what others are expecting you to expect of them. You heard the first guy. He bought a $35K ring. Everyone doesn't have to do that. Just do what you can. At the end of the day, if this is your spouse, it shouldn't even matter because you've got your lifetime, especially if you get married. Rings can always be changed. They can always be upgraded. So don't put any pressure on yourself. Don't expect what someone else is expecting for themselves. You are not them. You are you. Live your life. Focus on yours. Enjoy yours. Build yours. And you will be the sole beneficiary. Hey, we're about to wrap this up, and you know how we like to do it. We always like to remind ourselves before we close out that we always remember we've got one life with many seasons. So let's make the best of it. God bless you. I'll be coming back with more pieces soon enough. And I'll see you soon. You take care now. Bye for now.